Brad Johnson here from johnson.audio, and today I'm going to talk to you about music licensing and specifically what I've learned in the past 50 days of trying to reach out to a publisher every single day. I've been on this 90-day challenge kick where I do something every single day for 90 days. I did a YouTube video every single day for actually 100 days, but it started off as a 90-day challenge. And in the middle of that, I also started reaching out to a publisher every single day to try to start building relationships for music licensing. If you're a songwriter or a band or a producer out there, music licensing can be a really good way to bring in some additional income in a passive way. It's basically using your songs as an asset and allowing other creatives to use it for a licensing fee. Now, I'm trying to break into it, so I've been doing this for 50 days. I'm going to kind of explain to you my experience, my lessons I've learned, and what you can expect if you decide to embark into this area of music. So I have a list of publishers and supervisors that I've reached out to over about the past 50 days, and I'm going to be completely honest with you in this video. It is discouraging. 50 days in, you just basically are sending out emails, never hearing anything back. I've started to do follow-up emails, haven't heard anything back. I've gotten a few rejections, but I've also had a few doors open. So I had a music pitching company reach out to me and say that they liked my music and they would allow it into their pitching service. The only thing about it that kind of gave me a little bit of resistance to this music pitching company is they wanted an upfront fee for a certain amount of time to pitch my music. I'm at the place now to where I said, you know what? I'll pay the fee. It wasn't that much. I'll eat it if I eat it, but you never know until you try. And to be completely honest with you, I really assumed that it could have been a scam. I was going to invest my $100 and I would never see it again. However, they emailed me a couple days ago after about 2.5 weeks after signing up, and they had a music publishing company that was interested in 2 of my songs. And I ended up signing a non-exclusive agreement with that company. It doesn't mean that I have licensed any music yet, but I have another person in my corner now pitching my music. So the very first lesson I've learned is that having other people pitch your music or pitch your services or brand is much easier than having you do it. I feel like more people are apt to listen to somebody that isn't you pitching stuff, and especially if they already have a name in the industry or they have a reputation, that reputation kind of transfers to you and you get your foot in the doors easier. And so, I mean, it's not to say that just being able to reach out to people on your own isn't a good thing, but the very first thing I've learned is that having others do it for you, I had a quicker response than my 1.5 months of sending out stuff to people on my own using this music pitching service. So we'll see if I get a return on my money. Hopefully this music publishing company will actually give me a license, and that'd be excellent. I would love to share that with you. I also got accepted into a music library. So music libraries are basically just, there's a lot of services out there where there'll be a giant, just catalog of music that people can go on. They become a member. They can search a library. They like their music. Then they can license it without having to go through the hassle because you've already signed the agreement with the library that they can allow your songs to be licensed. And I signed in with one of those. I'm not going to hold my breath for it, to be completely honest with you, because they're huge companies, they're huge databases, and I feel like you don't have anybody really working on your behalf to actually pitch your music. You really just, it's going to be happenstance if somebody happens to stumble upon your song and they want to use it. I feel like the music licensing libraries are probably good for composers who are doing short pieces of instrumental music or mood music, library music, and have a huge catalog because you have a wider net to be able to catch those filmmakers or brands' attention. I also reached out to somebody that I know who happened to become a music supervisor at a PBS show called Road Trip Nation. So I reached out to him in my personal contact, got my music into their library, and we'll see if anything comes from that and see if some music gets licensed there. But really, the things that I've learned now is that having other people with a reputation pitch your stuff is going to be a lot easier than you pitching yourself if you don't have a huge following or fan base, or you don't have a lot of experience under your belt. Like me, I just started trying to get into this journey of music licensing, so I don't really have many connections. I don't have a name. I don't have any credits, so it's a little bit more difficult for me. It feels like you are really, really the underdog, so having somebody on your side really helps. It also helps to have already personal connections built. And I understand that my connection was just a lucky connection, but I think it really goes to show that you have to extend yourself out of just the internet world. You have to get out and meet people face to face. And I think that you'll have a lot better chance. I'm experiencing that you'll have a lot better chance of actually getting that open rate and being able to actually have the conversation and having your music considered. So these are the things that I'm learning 50 days in to my kind of my music licensing challenge. And I highly encourage you, if this is a route that you want to go down, to start embarking in it, because it's going to be a long play. I'm excited about this, the little bit of things that I've had open up for me, and I'm excited to see where it goes. Staying encouraged throughout the process is pretty difficult. You really just kind of have to just wake up and do it first thing in the morning, look through your directory and find a publisher, do a little research, and send out an email. And it really feels like you're just kind of wasting your time and doing nothing, but you get those little bites and it will keep you going. So I hope you got something out of this. Please give me a thumbs up if you did. Hit that subscribe button. It helps me get these videos out to more people. Leave me a comment below if you have any experience in music licensing or trying to reach out, or even if it's reaching out to bloggers or whatever. I want to know your experience with it. I am Brad Johnson at johnson.audio, where I just want to help you create music people love. I will see you on the next video. Bye.